that up for you. There's a frame of brood.
So what are we doing?
Well, that's all going to be new bees pretty soon.
But if I come over there, they'll get me, right?
No.
Oh yeah.
No, you'll be fine, especially if you walk over slow. You'll know. The only reason that they might not take to you is if you have a cologne or something particular. But for the most part, you'll be fine. Get that?
Hang on.
There you go. It's a nice lens on the camera.
Isn't it? So what can you tell me about beekeeping?
These,
So what do you make? What are you making right now?
It's a labor of love. It's yeah. Bill was my mentor. Well, he still is really. But
How many bees you got here?
in this hive, there's probably about 50,000.
Ooh,
Yeah. You okay?
I'm okay.
All right.
One guy was checking me out.
Yeah, they're probably more interested in me right now because I'm the one that's being a bit of an intruder. But today we're just doing a check to see how their honey stores are and if the hive is healthy, which it looks to be.
Mm.
They've got lots of brood and drones, which are the male bees.
So how much honey do you get out of a box like that?
Well, a healthy hive that's balanced, you can get 30 to 50 pounds of honey. Sometimes more if you're in a really good area for forage.
Okay.
But the hive needs to be, you know, healthy and well balanced, right?
Perfect.
So these guys are going to go up to Jordan River pretty soon on the weekend. Going to take them up to some of the clear-cut areas.
Oh. They drive in their own car, or they fly, or do you take them up?
They fly. No, I'll give them a ride. So we'll button up these hives at night and put them in the truck, and then we take them up about 4 in the morning up to Jordan River and get the hives set up, and then we open them up again.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I won't bug you anymore. I'll let you
No, that's
get
fine.
back to business.
It's nice to have people that are interested.
Keep working hard.
Thank you. What would you like to know?
So there's one queen bee for 50,000 in your...
That's right. A small hive, a small colony can start out with about 5,000. That's usually if a beekeeper is buying a package of bees. That's how many you'd have, and they literally come in a package. You can still put them through the mail, believe it or not. And the queen will be in there, and the beekeeper will transfer it into something like a larger hive.
So once again, how there's other females in there, but there's only one queen.
That's correct. So all the other females, the worker bees, are they're not fertile.
Right.
So, and the way that the colony figures that out is when they make the new bees, when the queen lays the egg, all the bees get royal jelly for 3 days.
Yeah.
And that makes them workers. Now, if they give an egg royal jelly for, say, a week, then they become a queen bee. And that's how they differentiate.
So did bees originate in England?
In England?
Yeah. Since there's a queen.
Oh, you mean is it a monarchy?
I was only being facetious.
Sort of, I suppose. Sort of, yeah.
So what else can you tell us
It's
quickly?
interesting, actually. I'd say it's a bit of a democracy because even though the queen sort of gives off pheromones that gives a lot of instructions to the hive or keeps a sense of well-being, it's really the colony that makes the decisions about whether a queen stays or goes, and if she's not healthy, that she's going to be replaced.
How does a hive protect itself from pesticides, or does it?
They can't. No, well, the only way they protect themselves is mostly the foragers. You know, the bees will live for about 6 weeks, and those first 3 weeks they're in the hive doing different jobs, and then the last 3 weeks of their life they become foragers, and that's when they start leaving the hive and becoming exposed to pesticides. A lot of the insecticides or pesticides are also nerve agents, so it will affect the bee's ability to navigate. They'll know they're unwell, and they won't come home.
Yeah.
They'll actually stay away from the hive and sacrifice
To
themselves.
protect the hive.
Hence the colony collapse disorder.
So the bees that look after the brood,
Yes.
do they go on to do other jobs, or that's all they do?
They do. When they're born, and I'm generalizing because I'm no
Yeah.
expert, but they'll start off as cleaner bees. They'll actually clean out their own cell, and so they'll clean the hive, and then they become nurse bees. They become managers for the food, receivers for when the foragers bring nectar and pollen. Some bees will be attendants to the queen, and so they'll go through all these jobs in 3 weeks of their life. Eventually they become guards at the front of a hive,
Yeah.
and then from there they become foragers.
How
And
do they learn?
bees are
Fly,
vegans,
fly.
right?
Pardon me?
Bees are vegans. They don't eat meat.
That's correct.
Whereas
they're
wasps-
omnivores.
wasps are,
They're, not
meat eaters.
omnivores, they're herbivores.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas wasps are the carnivores.
Now, how do they learn how to do all these different jobs?
Nature. Nature knows.
They went to Monroe's books and
Yeah.
read a book, right?
Yeah, it's a good question though.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, I guess we're the one species that we don't know whether we're born with information or not, you know? We question so many things, but they know. So,
That's fascinating.
yeah. And don't forget, there are drones, so it's not an all-female colony. The drones are very important. They're there for the summer,
Yeah.
and of course they're there to mainly mate. They don't do work, but the hive takes care of them, and they go up to these congregation areas up in the sky and look
Yeah.
for queens. But come the fall, when the hive knows it's time to go into the winter cluster, they will. The drones have to vacate.
Great. So how long have you been doing the beekeeping?
About 4 years, maybe
4 years?
5 years, I guess. Yeah, and Bill's been, and it still is my mentor.
Good.
I couldn't have been luckier, honestly. The first hive I bought was his last hive.
And how many pounds of honey do you do a year?
Oh gosh, well it depends.
Just a ballpark.
Maybe 100, 200 pounds.
100 to 200?
Yeah, probably. I sell a little bit, give a lot away.
Well, it keeps you sweet, right?
It keeps you sweet for the bad days, right? Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Here,
Have
I'll
you
show
been
you actually
stung
a
a
frame
few
of-
times?
Pardon me?
Have you been stung a few times?
I have been, yes. I got stung today on the finger.
Ooh.
I don't mind because I think it's good for your immune system myself.
Yeah.
But
So what do we got there?
Well, I've got 2 frames of honey.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try and get this closed quickly because they're getting interested. But this is, there's more honey I'll be pulling off another day when the yard isn't so busy. But that's what a frame of honey looks like. And what I'll do is extract that. So we'll take the cappings off the top and put it in an extractor, and it's a centrifuge, so it'll spin the honey out. And then it goes into jars and into the cupboard.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I got to say. Thank you.
Okay, me too.